Hopefully, you should be able to hear me now. Hopefully. Yeah, let me know. No, no sound now, but if we give it 30 seconds, I bet we get some sound. Getting sound? There you are. All right, hello, how's it going? Yeah, just thought I'd come on and say hello and just have a look, see what the chat's saying. It's quite hard to read this one that comes out over the screen, isn't it? I've got to get a different layout on that. That's a bit hard to see. Yeah, I think I just prefer the normal chat, really, or the one in Restream here. So we'll do that. How's it going, everyone? You alright? I'm going to go up to the Pen opposite Downing Street soon. What's that? What? Yes, bro. Yes, mate. Yes, Ian Ward. How's it going? How's my day going? Well, I just ordered a Costa coffee and it's all fucking spilled in the bag. I love that, don't you? You just love that when that happens. So yeah, I've tried ringing the Guardian this morning. Never really seem to get anywhere. You know, whoever you call, they all seem to know the truth, but no one seems to care, to be fair. So that's it. I was just trying to get rid of something there. Fucking chat ninja. Rubbish. It's not working. Just bring a normal chat through. Yeah, so yeah, I was still explaining myself, going over it. Fuck Puddick and the friend of the paedophiles, Charles. They've found the Titanic. Did you ever try Maxwell House coffee, Brian? It's lovely. It is alright, isn't it? It is alright. I don't mind Maxwell House. It is alright. But I just got a Costa coffee and I thought, yeah, let me try this fucking raspberry frap fucking fiver. There's about that much left in the bottom. Soaked the 2 fucking toasted cheese and tomato sandwiches. Fucking ruined. Like I got money to throw away. You know what I mean? All my money is going on Uber Eats and that because I got no fucking kitchen. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard times. It hit an iceberg. Didn't we already know this? I think we already knew this. I need to make this fucking chat bigger. I'm blind. I'm nearly 50 though, so yeah, there is that. Jack Cutler. I'm watching you, Brian, while I work. Thank you, Jack Cutler. Hope you're doing well. I'm alright. I'm just, you know, it does get a bit monotonous. It's just going round and round and round in circles, like Paul Ansell. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna take more time still, but there are some big things to come out there now. You know, like David Sherborne representing Prince Harry. I think really for all of the media right now, that should be the hook for them. You know, that should be the hook for them because, you know, Sherborne he's Prince Harry's barrister, and I've proved that he was mine, and he's abandoned my case at the same time as Mallet. Mallet's been done for fraud. Mallet's on Andrew Ash's list, but then Puddick does know Neil Wallace, doesn't he? And Murdoch, and work for the Queen. It's all very strange. And then, you know, when I go to the court when Harry was there, I'm trying my best to explain that, you know, Sherborne was representing me with Mallet, and then I'm standing there with some of the evidence from the case that those two are fully aware about, and that Robert Kellaway, who is the guy that hacked Millie Dowler, and also claimed in the hacking inquiry in November 2013, and that was 2 months after I got his statement. He was giving evidence, and he was going to say that he knew nothing of phone hacking or Millie Dowler's voicemails being accessed, which is a lie because I've got his police witness statement, and I've shown it to you. I've shown it to you over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, I can show it to you again, even. Let me see if I've got, what have I got here? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Evidence, like, so, for example, I'll just move this over a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Do you not think it's strange that my phone hacking solicitor that contacts me in 2012 ends up on this list?
Simon Cowell.
Yes.
Max Bygraves.
Yes.
David Frost.
No.
Alan Wicker.
Yes.
Richard Mallett.
Yes.
Ted Heath.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Okay. Yes means Andrew had sex with them. Confirmed means other victims have come forward and has been confirmed by NAPIC.
I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. And then that is my solicitor. Let me show you. There's the document. Richard Mallett's solicitor, Freefield Court, Gray's Inn. He was in Gray's Inn by the time he's got to me in 2012. He's climbed the ladder because he was in Cambridge in Wisbeach. And after he beat or got the case thrown out, the criminal case against me with the News of the World in 2003, he was supposed to file a defamation claim and never did. So I'm going to take it that he just went off the scene and started working for the other side in order to not sue them for defamation on my behalf. So that's how comes Richard Mallett comes to me in 2012, 24th of the 4th, 12, and says to me, this is a slam dunk case, it's worth millions. I've also got the micro cassette that they've forgotten about, Robert Kellaway, the secret recordings where Kellaway says either Kamal or I recorded them when he's explaining to D.S. Werritt, now known as Reverend Eastwood Evan in Southend, that he was going to transcribe his legal recordings and email them to Detective Sergeant Werritt. This is also the same Richard Mallett that whilst working for me in 2014, because he did manage to get the case back off of me, September 17th, I went off. Another guy called Andrew at Mallett's sent me Robert Kellaway's police witness statement. Now, he wasn't meant to. And he rang me the next day saying he was in fear for his life and that he was going to Malta to be with his family and that Mallett was going to stitch me up and stitch him up. Then I ring him on the 27th of September, and that was the phone call that you heard the other day, when I'm like, nah, I'm not having it, right? And you can hear that Andrew at Mallett's, not this Andrew Ash, Andrew at Mallett's, the T-boy who I referred to, not T-boy. He's a senior now in another company. He wasn't meant to send me that, or he wasn't aware that he wasn't meant to send me it. I suppose everything was on a need-to-know basis, even in Mallett's. But Sherborne knew. And David Sherborne come back after that and said, oh, I think that Linklater should pay Brian, 20 grand's about the right pitch now. Listen, Richard Mallett told me it was millions and it was a slam dunk case. So first of all, why did it drop to £5,500 and why were you okay in that, David Sherborne? And then when I get Kellaway's statement that you all threatened Andrew Ferrugia, Andrew at Mallett's over, because he wasn't meant to send it, but he wasn't aware of that. He rung me in fear for his life and my mum heard it. It was on loudspeaker. And then when I rang him back on the 27th, I had a go at him because I'm like, why, you're acting weird now. I know Mallett's had a word with you. Of course he has in that amount of time. I'm trying to go on like there weren't a problem now. I'm thinking, fuck me, the psychology with these people is ridiculous. So he sent it to me and he got in trouble for it. But they're not going to tell me that. But he told me that the next day, and he was in fear for his life, and that he was going to Malta to be with his family. Now, how would I know that his family are in Malta then? How would I know that? How would I know that? Right? So, he fucked up in sending me that. And that was because the month after that, or September, October, November, 2 months after that, Kellaway was giving evidence to the hacking inquiry, November 2013, and he's going to say, as I've shown you, that he knew nothing of Millie Dowler's voicemails being accessed or phone hacking. You've seen it, it's on the previous video. And then I come walking in with his police witness statement where he's admitting recording me, and that they're going to record every telephone conversation, that's mobile and landline, and they had a gadget to do this. Right? Now, David Sherborne would have read all of this evidence from when they'd done this to me in 2002, and it just happens to fall at the same month and year as Millie Dowler being hacked and phone tapped, as we now know. Kellaway's saying he had nothing to do with it, but he was in Surrey with Comrade and Mazza Mahmood, right? And if you want proof that he was in, I can show you proof. I'll show you some proof. Right, this is one page. I'll have to dig out the page before, but you can see from the way that the conversation starts on this page, right? Look, just look at this. Right, so this is Kellaway ringing my ex-wife, right? And he's obviously recording it, right? And telling her that I think he's working for me. What? Now, the News of the World, because of their phone tapping and their hacking, were well aware that there was a bit of a battle going on between me and Natasha in the family court, right? Injunctions and all this type of stuff. Can't go near your own house. You mustn't come round here. I'm getting told that fucking it's harassment. It's my fucking house that I paid for. You've been with me 5 minutes. Now I've got to leave my own fucking house because you've gone and got pregnant. Yeah? Right? So I'm being kicked out. This hasn't been going on to me my whole fucking life, by the way. So I'm kicked out my house as an injunction, right? And God knows how they've done it, but they've managed to put a penal notice on this injunction. I've got the order. The judges' names have all been redacted off of it. So why don't you stand by your decisions that you made, you pricks, yeah? Where if I breach that injunction, I go to prison. Now, cut a long story short, the News of the World were phone tapping me. They were phone tapping my ex-wife and Millie Dowler and everyone in that area, right, at the same time. So they were fully aware that if Tasha made a complaint, I could go prison. Well, that was the plan. So they concoct this story that I've hired a fucking hitman, right, and we'll get to that in a minute, but that I've hired a hitman to drug and sexually degrade my wife. A fucking hitman. Yeah? When really this geezer came to me offering me a statement through a mate who's now dead. Hey? Imagine that. So this is what Kellaway says to Natasha. I'm not far away. I wouldn't mind coming to see you actually. Just to, I don't know, if you'd have any official reaction or anything, or whether you'd give us a photograph. He's not far away. At this point in time, Natasha is in Surrey. Right, and her parents, where she was staying, were 7 miles away from the Dowlers. Now, Tasha's dad is a Freemason, right, and Bob Dowler is a Freemason. They're both in the Surrey area, Walton-on-Thames, Walton, and all around that area. They go to the same lodge. So my ex-wife's old man was clearly pulling strings through the lodge because you've got all sorts of people there. Sir Mark Rowley, he turned his back on phone hacking in 2005 and got promoted for it. Right, they're all up there. Surrey. It's one of the main cogs for all of this shit, right? For these intelligence journalists, stroke military plant people. So Kellaway, I'm not far away. Wouldn't mind coming to see you, actually. Why aren't you far away? Because you're in Surrey, Kellaway. Why are you in Surrey? Because you're tapping Millie Dowler, Robert Kellaway, and you're there with Comrade Brown. And if Comrade's there, and we know he's there, then Mazza Mahmood's there. But why would they keep Mazza Mahmood's name out of it? Well, a year prior, Mazza Mahmood done this story. King ran child sex ring for stars. News of the World investigates, by Mazza Mahmood and Ben Proctor. So, Mazza Mahmood is the fake sheikh. Conrad Brown would have been working with Mazza on this, doing all the covert recordings and stuff. And Ben Proctor and Mazza Mahmood have both played husband on sting operations to Christine Joanna Hart, who pretended that she didn't know who Daniela was or was her friend. Yeah, she pretended not to be her friend and coming on to find out about what I knew about the Red Rooms. Yeah, you remember all of that, right? So, anyway, she's played wife to Mazza Mahmood in the past, so she'd know all about who was at the Red Rooms, really, yeah? So when she comes in asking me what I know, she's coming in on to find out for the other side, right? So she's played Mazza's wife anyway before on sting operations. That's the point now. And it's another person who's sort of tried to turn me over in the past. So Mazza Mahmood does this investigation and he gets Jonathan King done in 2001. I believe Mazza Mahmood's investigations lead him to Walton-on-Thames after this. Because Jonathan King's sex ring, you know, Jonathan King's, one of his local haunts was the Walton Hop, where him and other paedophiles like Chris Denning, ex-BBC radio DJs, amongst others, that was their haunt, and many boys were abused back in the, I don't know, 70s, 80s, probably even 60s. You've got Savile down the road there at Duncroft School, girls' school. You've got Max Clifford in the area, and you've got Bob Dowler, and all the Surrey police, military, intelligence services. Right? So Mazza's investigation off the back of Jonathan King, who coincidentally is the best friend of my ex-manager Tom Watkins, who raped one of our band members. We'll get to that. I believe Mazza's investigation after this led him to Walton-on-Thames. And Kellaway was already up there. He's not far away. Why would you be in Surrey, not far away, to talk to Tash, my ex-wife? Because you're already there tapping Bob Dowler and Millie Dowler, because you know what's going on in that family, don't you? And you've got Conrad there doing the covert audio recordings and your phone tapping, and you've got Mazza there. Peter Dukes from Hacked Off has already admitted that Mazza used to buy drugs, set people up, they were bugging people's telephones. It's all admitted. It's all admitted. So, I believe Kellaway, Conrad, Mazza Mahmood are already up there from the 10th, according to Glenn Mulcair, or say the 12th, and they're up there tapping the phones. Now, why are they tapping the phones? Because they've had to come up with this plan of, we've been tapping the Dowlers because we know there's some paedophilic activity going on now. Possibly the supplying of the daughters or daughter to higher up paedophiles. So they was tapping them. And then what they was going to do with that tapping evidence is use it against the Dowlers and say, we're going to have to close this newspaper down because of our affiliates to certain people, and if we really get exposed properly on a criminal corporate level, we'll be fucked. So we're going to close this newspaper down. So we need you, the Dowlers, to help us. Now, we've got a plan. We're going to say that we phone hacked, not phone tapped, but listen to the voicemail messages of your daughter. Right? This is what they're going to do. Right? I believe this is a plan between the Dowlers and the News of the World, and which is why they used them as star witnesses in the Leveson inquiry. So here's the plan. We need to take down the newspaper. This is Murdoch, right? Because we're going to get investigated soon and we're going to be fucked. How are we going to do it? We create a fake scandal. Millie Dowler's voicemails have been accessed. What? Why? No phone tapping, just the listening to the voicemail messages. Well, we was trying to find her because we was trying to save her. Yeah, newspapers get to look like heroes in that again, yeah? Right, so Murdoch and the Dowlers come up with a plan of, right, we're going to say, what's going to spark this off is your daughter goes missing and you're going to be able to get through to her phone thinking that she's still alive because someone's picking up her messages. It's going to turn out that it was us lot, the News of the World, doing the messages, which is going to cause the outrage, which is going to cause for the paper to get brought down. Now, why would the Dowlers go along with this? Well, number one, they've been paid, and I like the way they said, yeah, 2 million. And then Mark Lewis, the solicitor, who was also getting looked at the Solicitors Regulation Authority along with Mallet, who hasn't been, said that, they paid them 2 million, and because I said 3 million, they've honoured it. Oh, he's such a good bloke, Murdoch. Right, so this is all a concocted plan, I believe, between these people. And either the Dallas get exposed for supplying their daughters or daughter to higher-ups for sex, or you can help us bring down the newspaper. Now, it doesn't matter, because when we're going to press with bringing down the newspaper and the scandal in 2011, we've got the Sun on Sunday registered to go at exactly the same time. So it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a surprise at all. It was fucking planned. And then that would also coordinate with the police. Everyone in the world knows that Rebecca Brooks destroyed a load of evidence, laptops and paperwork and files. She was allowed to do it. Why is that? Well, the obvious answer is the police were in on it, and they were letting her do it because it was in the fucking police's interest, because of all their collusion. So that's what I believe has happened now. And I believe the same has happened with little Sarah Payne. I believe she was being supplied to higher-ups. No one knew that the dad was drinking partners with Belfield. If you'd have known that back then, you'd have looked at the whole situation a little bit differently, wouldn't you? Yeah. And as far as I can remember, Rebecca Brooks supplied Sarah Payne, Sarah Payne, the mum of Sarah Payne, with a phone. Why? So they can listen to them, trap them with their paedophilic conversations, and then use them. Yeah? Use them for however they need to use them. Kill the dad. Kill Max Clifford, because they was obviously speaking. Michael Payne, the dad, is fucking the neighbour and friend drinking partner of Levi Belfield. But Levi Belfield never gets even mentioned or questioned in connection with the Sarah Payne disappearance in 2000. No. They found Roy Whiting. And who found him? Jeremy Payne. Like, he's not connected to the Paynes. Yeah? So this is what you got going on over in Surrey at the time I'm being hacked. Yeah? And they were on this trapping the paedophiles. At least that's what they wanted to make it look like, the News of the World, that they was on a moral journey. No. That moral journey ended up in the Dallas being paid off, and the Dallas being used as the star witnesses in the Leveson inquiry to pretend to investigate the criminality. Then all that ended up happening was a few people, we got told they went to prison, like Glenn Mulcair and all that. Bullshit, don't believe it. Why are they going to put you, an ex-military man, in prison? Couldn't do it to Puddick, so how are they going to do it to you? This is one big inside job, and it was planned, coordinated to bring that newspaper down. There was no doubt about it. Now, everyone is getting paid off and accepting the money. And then I come along and start talking the truth. Now, I've got a problem with David Sherborne, who abandoned my case, along with Richard Mallet, who's now been done for fraud, turned up on Andrew Ash's list as a paedophilic abuser, just as I've got Robert Kellaway's police witness statement. Robert Kellaway is working at the Express newspaper as I'm filming Andrew Ash in January 2014. Right? Like, he's not going to want to get his own back 3 months later. Yeah? After getting his statement in September. Then Kellaway gives evidence to the hacking inquiry, as tweeted by Peter Dukes in November. And then by January, I'm filming Andrew Ash. Fucking Mallet's on his list and everyone. What's going on? Prince Andrew, everyone's on the list. And it's all funded by Ian Puddick, who works for the Queen, who is friends with Rupert Murdoch and was tweeting Neil Wallace from the hacking documentary the other night in front of my face, knowing I could do nothing about it because I have no power. Ha, 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 ha. Look at you, Brian. No powers. This is what's been going on. You know, what would you do? What would you fucking do? Yeah, I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. I've got too many recordings of them all. Mallet turning up on Andrew's list. And then look at... look at this even. Right, let me show you something else. Yeah? Richard Mallet, my phone hacking solicitor. So this is in The Guardian. This is one of the reasons I wanted to talk to Josh Halliday, right? And The Guardian, not only were they quite prominent in that, a couple of their journalists in the phone hacking documentary, the last recent one, Sun royal editor to be charged over alleged payments to soldier. Okay. Duncan Larkham, the Sun's royal editor. The Sun's royal editor, Duncan Larkham, has been charged over allegations he paid £23,000 to an army sergeant and his wife. Larkham is accused of making 34. I'm surprised it weren't fucking 33. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. And this story's by Josh. Fuck, I didn't even know that. Right. Now, I definitely need to talk to you, Josh. Okay. I'd never fucking clocked that before. There's a couple of things here now. Right, check this out. So, the Sun's royal editor, Duncan Larkham, has been charged over allegations he paid £23,000 to an army sergeant. So, military, right? An army sergeant, right? Remember that. And his wife. Larkham is accused of making 34 payments to the sergeant, John Hardy, and his wife, Claire Hardy. Right, I'm going to show you why this is interesting. Because Duncan Larkham, Sun's royal editor, right? Right, watch this. Okay, you ready for this? And Josh wrote, I couldn't believe it, I didn't even realise that. Right, now watch this. Larkham's solicitor, Richard Mallet. I'll say that again. Larkham's solicitor, Richard Mallet. You remember Richard Mallet?
Simon Cowell.
Yes.
Max Bygraves.
Yes.
David Frost.
No.
Alan Wicker.
Yes.
Richard Mallet.
Yes.
Ted Heath.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Okay. Yes means Andrew had sex with them. Confirmed means other victims have come forward and has been confirmed by NAPIC.
Larkham's solicitor, Richard Mallet, said that his client denies any wrongdoing. Mallet said Mr. Larkham categorically denies any wrongdoing and is entirely confident that this matter will be resolved and will be exonerated in full. Oh, dear. Right, now here's the weird thing. Richard Mallet, that is my solicitor, yeah? Not only is he working for someone from News International at the same time as he's representing me, you saw the document with Sherborne's name on it. Sherborne thinks that News International, I should take the NI offer. So, here's a conflict of interest right here. Richard Mallet is working for Duncan Larkham, the Sun's royal editor, in 2013 and 2014 while he's representing me. Duncan Larkham is getting done for making payments to a military sergeant named Hardy. Keep that in your head for a minute. Stay there. give me a second, because this is important. This is very important. I've just clocked something else. Right, so over here, solicitors banned. Let's just make this bigger. Solicitors banned from being directors after clients lose £1.8 million. Right. Who are those clients? And what's worse is the Mirror even knows about it, look. And David Sherborne's going into the Mirror, fighting the Mirror, yeah? And they can't work out that you got Andrew Ash in your paper as a fake victim. And you also know about Richard Mallet, but you look at me like I'm crazy when I'm outside there. Let's just... Bent solicitors spent our investment money. Husband and wife lawyers hoodwinked. Small investors. And Brian Harvey. It's easy to see why small investors felt safe putting their savings into a business venture when it was run by a husband and wife team of solicitors. Sharon and Richard Mallet said the money would be used to set up a 24/7 legal assistance venture. In the Mirror. Right, but hang on, there's more. There's more. There's more. There is more. Right, so, and what I just said to you just now, Mallet and David Sherborne working together on my case, right, in which they say, for the avoidance of any doubt, the advice of both David Sherborne of counsel and Mallet's is that Brian should accept the offer that has been made by News International, NI. So Mallet's working for me and saying I should accept an offer made by News International while you're representing a News International employee, Duncan Larkham. Yeah? And you think David Sherborne don't know this? We're of the opinion that this is not a figure that would be increased after trial. Really? Well, let's see. If successful, both we and counsel are of the firm view that on the limited evidence that you're all fucking holding back, this is a good offer. Well, I'm not finished yet. I am not finished yet. I want to get on to, who are these investors then? Because this was in the Mirror as well. Yeah, who are these investors? That's what we want to know. So I'll tell you what. Let's have a look on the fucking internet, and we'll find it there. So let's go here. Richard Mallet, solicitor, Hardy. All right, let's have a look here. Solicitors Regulation Authority, The Times, Sun's Royal Editor, charged in illegal payments. Okay, so I'll start your free trial. Come on, The Times, fucking charging everyone for everything. The Mirror, bent solicitors, banned after clients. Okay, so what we'll do is we will put that up there. Because I want you to see this. This is important, because this is exactly what I'm saying. All right? Okay, so let me just get the other screen going there. There's the phone. Max screen capture, there we go. Okay, so Richard and Sharon Mallet, who run Mallet Solicitors Limited on Kings Lynn Tuesday Marketplace, Wisbeach that is, were trusted with more than 1.3 million of clients' money between December 2013 and August 2015. Like, listen, man, that's when you was trying to represent me. right? They told people their cash would be invested in a legal venture, but they used the money to cover day-to-day business expenses, including paying staff and to pay off tax debts to keep their businesses afloat. Both have now been barred from holding directorships for 13 years. The Insolvency Service launched an investigation into Mallet's conduct after the law firm was wound up in December 2016, right when I was exposing him. Mr. and Mrs. Mallet have signed disqualification undertakings in which they did not dispute, and they had allowed Mallet Solicitors Limited to use misleading marketing and financial material to attract investment to develop a business product that was never made. Never made. Now, the interesting thing is that the people that invested into Mallet, their name was Hardy. And isn't it funny that Richard Mallet was representing Duncan Larkham against the Hardys? Don't you find that strange? Don't you find that strange? And they are Hardy, and I'll fucking show you, and I'll prove it to you, because I've got an article with it all in there. Let's have a look. I've just got so many documents and files. It takes a while to find some stuff sometimes, but Hardy, you know. So Mallet has been done for fraud through the sergeant and his wife, John and Claire Hardy, who Duncan Larkham was making payments to. And then Richard Mallet was representing Duncan Larkham while he's representing me. And are they the same Hardy as the Crown Prosecutor against me in 2002 and a partner of Mallet's in 2002 as well? There was a Hardy there. What is going on? And then you can see here on this document, which I'm going to show you now, this is a disclosure from the police. Am I going to show you that? I'm going to have to drag that up now. Here's a disclosure from the police, the mole care notes that I get sent through Mallet's, while Mallet is committing fraud against the Hardys, who Duncan Larkham, the Sun's royal editor, has made payments to, and Richard Mallet is representing Duncan Larkham. Well, I think Duncan Larkham went to prison. So Duncan Larkham went to prison, and Richard Mallet's now been turned over by the Hardys and struck off for 13 years for fraud, for bad investments. He's also the same solicitor that turns up on Andrew Ash's list. I'll play it one more time for you. He's my solicitor from 2012 and back in 2002, and working with David Sherborne from 2012 onwards with me. And he's this bloke as well.
Simon Cowell.
Yes.
Max Bygraves.
Yes.
David Frost.
No.
Alan Wicker.
Yes.
Richard Mallet.
Yes.
Ted Heath.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Okay. Yes means Andrew had sex with them. Confirmed means other victims have come forward and has been confirmed by NAPIC.
You know, so, you know, I hope you can all see what I'm saying. I hope you can all see what I'm saying, and it's not too confusing for you. But if I go back up here. So look, this is the mole care note sent to me by the Metropolitan Police through Mallet's And these are the Glenn Mulcair notes that they're forwarding me. And here you can see on this version, this address is 7 miles away from the Dallers. Length for the 1203. That is like days away from Ian Huntley getting caught as well. Phone numbers blanked out era from Surrey. Jesse Wallace, as I said before, on there, not blanked out. So why are you doing this blanking out of these details here? And then, so there's page 58. And this is page 60. Why, if they were sending this to Mallets from the police, did Mallet not fill in that phone number because he had it? He left it like that. And then David Sherborne said on his summing up, you know, with the limited evidence, I think this is a good offer. Yeah, because you lot have all covered up phone tapping, mate. Why Scotland Yard blanking out the mobile number? Why? Mallets. So, get out of that. I don't think you can. You can't get out of that. I know, I've got the evidence though. I've got the evidence, and you have as well. And you have as well. You've got it as well. You've got it. Look, I'll get not guilty. Guilty. Now, here's the thing. This judge up here, up the top here, he says, this week, a judge claimed singer Brian Harvey didn't have a stain on his character. Our hate-filled tapes prove him wrong. Well, where's your hate-filled tapes now? Where are they now? The full unedited tapes. Where are they now? Where's this cocaine I'm supposed to give you? Where is it? Where is it? And why have I got 4 different weights and 3 different coloured wraps on the paperwork? Care to explain? But Robert Kellaway don't know nothing about phone hacking, does he? He only done my story and Millie's. See that? Robert Kellaway. Guilty, am I? Guilty, eh? And look at all the evidence I've got on you now. Look at everything I've got on you. Oh look, phone hacking evidence. Do you want to see some phone hacking evidence? Do you want to see like all their fucking statements? Yeah. List of statements. Kamal Bulent Zulba, Stian Thomas Alexander, Robert Kellaway, Conrad Gregory Brown, Christopher David Ball, Dr. Jack Chuddy, Jason Ronald Childs, Robert Richards, Andrew David Malter, Peter Hugh Siddle, DC 16 Jonathan Williams, Nina Louise Fletcher, and Jason Ronald Childs, who adjusts his statement a year later, ready for the 2003 Crown Court case, which gets thrown out without a stain on my character. Here's all their statements, starting with Kamal Zulba. And there's something really interesting on that as well. I'd like to point out on here. Let me just it's a long old statement, isn't it? That one from Zorba. He said he hadn't got any money, but that he would sell the picture to a newspaper and get about 20 grand, and then he would give me some money. He said he was going to use the picture in a court case to get his daughter back. And there was no get my daughter back. Do you know what I mean? She had been kidnapped, and that's bullshit. He said that in court, Natasha would be asked if she did drugs. Well, you fucking give them to her, mate. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying about these people. But let's carry on. He said to me that in court, Natasha would be asked if she did drugs. Brian said that she would say no, and that he would know. He would then show the court the photograph showing her snorting cocaine. When I got into the car, I smelled strongly of skunk cannabis. Sorry, this is far. I can't fucking see. I've got to put these pedo glasses on. Sorry. When I got into the car, it smelled strongly of skunk cannabis. And while he was talking about proving that Natasha was on cone, I said to Brian, "What about the puff?" Brian told me that he snorted cannabis and about a quarter a day. Fuck me, that has got to hurt. Brian told me that he snorted cannabis. And this ain't been changed about. This ain't been fucked with. Brian told me that he snorted cannabis. Do you know anyone that snorts cannabis? Anyone out there? Do you know anyone that snorts cannabis? I'm just trying to get to a bit because I want to prove something to you. Okay, right, let's go. This is the last page of Zorba's statement. I told him that I couldn't do it as there were too many people about, but to give me a couple of days and I would get in touch with him. I was in daily contact with the newspaper, making sure nothing else had happened, and then on Tuesday of this week they took me and put me up in a hotel so that I was safe, because I was a bit worried that if Brian and Reese had found out I'd gone to the press, they might come after me, as Brian had already told me he knew some serious people. What a prick. On Thursday just gone, I received a phone call from Reese on my mobile. He had heard that I'd gone to the newspaper. I kept denying that I had. Well, you just said that you had, so why would you deny it if what you were doing weren't fucking wrong? I kept denying that I had, but he said to me, I hope you haven't gone to the newspaper, because if you have, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Right, now listen. This conversation was also taped by the News of the World. I also received a call from Brian about whether I'd gone to the papers or not. I kept denying it. He then again asked me to do a statement for the call. So that means I've asked him once already. So when do you think that was? Was that not the reason for meeting this guy? He then asked me again to do a statement for the courts. Not set up his wife, hire a fucking hitman. Got it? He then again asked me to do a statement for the court. In the end, I put the phone down. Yeah, because that's not what you was there to do, was it? That was what you was using to rope me in, you fuck. The conversation was also taped by News of the World. I have not received any further calls from Brian or Reese. The News of the World published a story of this incident on Sunday, the 5th of May. I have read transcript 1 of the conversation between Reese and myself on the 26th of April 2002. When was Millie done? When was she done? 10th, 14th, April 2002. Yeah? And this is the journalist that hacked Millie Dowler. Not Zorba, he's the bloke that they were going to use. Right, so, and if... I mean, I haven't gone into this geezer yet, Stian Alexander. I know I caught him following Dave Courtney on Twitter in 2015. Took a screenshot of it. Thought, what's that all about? I've worked full-time for the News of the World for the last 4 months and part-time for the last 2 years. On Friday, the 26th of April 2002. Does that not tell you the time frame? Millie Dala. He called Rob Kellaway. Rob phoned him back. Right? Robert Kellaway. Hang on, I think I just heard something at the door. Sorry, 1 second. So that's just my new rucksack turning up for my evidence for when I go up there and put it on these people next. Not going up there with a bag next time. I left it at the fucking train station. So this is Stian Thomas Alexander. We got Robert Kellaway. Here we go. Let's read his one because his one's worth reading. Robert Kellaway, dated 15th day of August 2002. Why is it taking you so long to do this statement as well? Why is it taking you so long to do this statement? When you was already talking to Werrett on, when was it? 8th and 9th of May? June, July, August. It's fucking 3 months later. I've worked as a news reporter for the News of the World for 3 years and 4 months. At 12:45 p.m. on Friday the 26th of April 2002, I was in the canteen at work when I was contacted by Greg Miskin. It's Greg Miskill. The news editor, who you've heard admitting that he tapped Millie Dala. He asked me to liaise... Oh, fucking glasses, where are they? He asked me to liaise with Stian Alexander about a story. I returned to the office and spoke to Stian. He introduced me on the telephone to Kamal Zulba, one of the fake Shapes team. Kamal Zulba told me that Brian Harvey would be coming to his house in Chinkford at about 2 p.m. with cash, a camera and cocaine. Kamal said that Brian Harvey wanted him to get a photograph of his estranged wife Natasha using the cocaine. No, this geezer come out and said that he could get that, yeah? Kamal said that this was to influence the divorce settlement at the High Court. Kamal then said he wanted to get paid for the story. I was speaking to Kamal on the phone in one hand and to Greg Miskill, the news editor, on the other. I offered about $5,000, I believe, initially. Fucking hell, what, you ain't been actor as well, have you? Because that's what they tried to offer me. Kamal said he wanted more than that. Don't we all, mate? We agreed that he'd be paid $20,000 if the story was on the front page and $15,000 if it was on the inside. So now you're getting the sort of money that Sherborne's getting me for having my life ruined. Wicked. 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 Love it. Staying Robert Kellaway. When we got there, we met Kamal Zulba, explained the story in more detail. I also called Conrad Brown and Christopher Ball, who had already been contacted. Who contacted them? Well, that would have been Greg Miskill, wouldn't it? Who did you contact? Well, did you send Robert Kellaway? Well, yes. Did you send Conrad? Well, I don't know if I did. Well, you did, yeah? And Christopher Ball, who'd already been contacted. I briefed them on the story. They also came to the address. By about 2 p.m, Brian Harvey had not called. Brian Harvey had not called. Funny that, isn't it? Kamal phoned Brian Harvey's mobile number and left a message, which, funny enough, doesn't turn up on any Molecare note anywhere. Funny that, innit? Funny that, innit? By about 2 p.m, Brian Harvey had not called. Kamal phoned Brian Harvey's mobile number and left a message. Oh, yeah. Kamal received a telephone call from a Reese Morris, now dead, apparently in answer to his call to Brian Harvey's mobile. This conversation was recorded by Conrad Brown. And what does Conrad do? He gives 5 cassettes to Robert Kellaway. But Kellaway don't know nothing about hacking. He don't know nothing. The conversation was recorded by Conrad Brown. Brian Harvey then called Kamal Zorba. It included the making of arrangements for Brian Harvey to go to Kamal's home address. Chris Ball and Conrad Brown waited in a van outside the address. Conrad Brown had given Kamal recording equipment to use when he spoke to Brian Harvey. And that fat Chris from Mallett's saying, can you find anything where they gave him recording equipment? Yeah, you fucking got it, you cunt. I told Kamal to be as natural as possible. Yeah, this is entrapment. This is all entrapment as possible when speaking to Brian Harvey. I'd also told him that in order for us to prove that what he was saying was true, we needed Brian Harvey to explain exactly what he required Kamal to do with the items and being given them why. Yeah, because this is all natural, isn't it? Yeah, this is all natural. Steen and I parked out the way about 45 minutes to an hour later. I think we got a call to say we could return to Kamal's address as he was back having spoken to Brian Harvey. When I got to Kamal's address, I spoke to him. He showed me a paper wrap with white powder in it, £100 cash, and a disposable camera, a Kodak Ultra Super Flash Twin, I believe, 27 exposures on it. He said that Brian Harvey had given him these items. Kamal appeared to be genuinely frightened and concerned for his own safety. He wanted us to move away from his house in case Brian Harvey came back. We went to a nearby pub and I understand that photographs were taken of Kamal with these items. I took these items from Kamal Zorba in the pub. Did ya? I gave the wrap to Steen Alexander to take directly to Dr. Jack Chudley of Volker Science. I took the camera and cash and kept them. Really? Well, Kellaway goes to the old Bill, right, on the 3rd of May to do transcripts. Right? Why didn't you, if you got coke, why don't you take it then? And more to the point, why aren't my fingerprints on the camera and the cash? Then I sat down and went through Kamal's story and made shorthand notes and made the whole thing work. This is what he did. I subsequently was given 5 audio cassettes by Conrad Brown with recordings he had made of Kamal Zorba's conversations with Reese Morris and Brian Harvey. I made transcripts of these conversations using my laptop computer. I emailed these transcripts to Detective Sergeant Werritt on the 9th of May. And you've all seen that email. Because Kellaway transcribes all of these recordings on the 2nd of the 5th 02. And where have we seen that date before? Top left of page 60 of the Mulcair notes. Yeah? That's where. So, and what did Kamal say? Brian then asked me again to do a statement for the court. Yeah, I rest my fucking case, mate. I rest my case. You can't fuck with my evidence. They're all fucked, and they can prolong it for as long as they fucking like. Because soon, it is all going to come crashing down. Fuck Elton, yeah? Fuck Elton and his poncy little fucking gay mates, yeah? Fuck him, yeah? That's what I say about Elton fucking John. Cunt, hurry up and die, you fucking useless prick. Can't stand him. Stupid little arrogant little fucking wig wearing cunt. Can't stand him. Can't stand anyone that likes Tom Watkins. Can't stand anyone. Can't stand any of them. Yeah, well, there you go. You've seen some more evidence there than that, right? I ain't fucking about. It's all there, isn't it? It's all there. So what can they tell me? Nothing. Got recordings of Glenn Mulcair, got recordings of Greg Miskill, got fucking 6-hour conversation with Tim Wood from Ixaro. That'd be interesting when I go back through that. I think you're going to get more evidence out of that conversation where it says that Andrew Ash and Cole Beach literally were the same person. And because they fucked up using Andrew with me, they couldn't use him as Cole Beach and had to use the other bloke. They are the same bloke. They both started off with a blog. Both went through Ixaro. Ixaro was obviously another military operation consisting of Mark Watts, David Henke, fucking Ian Puddick. Ooh, chap at the front with his hand up. Yeah, hi, Ian Puddick. Yeah, like you don't fucking know him. Like John Wedger didn't go rap with Mark Watts round to Nicky Cooper's house. Yeah? Well, Mark Watts What you don't? What John Wedger don't know Ian Buddick? But shut up. Shut up. Shut up. This is a military operation, and everyone's military. And because Mallet got thrown to the wolves. Mallet is taking money off of investors, Claire and John Hardy, a military sergeant. Duncan Larkham was paying the same geezer for stories. Richard Mallett's representing Duncan Larkham. Duncan Larkham goes to prison and Richard Mallett gets struck off. What's going on there? I need to talk to this John and Claire Hardy. John and Claire Hardy, if you're out there and you're watching this broadcast, get in contact. Because you got your bit of justice, I didn't. He's filed my claim in one of the most important court cases in fucking UK history. And it's all a closed shop fraud, and I'm the only one that can see it and prove it. And then, you know, Brian, you're mad, aren't you? Yeah, you're mad. You're just a madman. Doesn't know what he's talking about. Isn't that right? I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? Yeah, well, that's the reality of what's happening here anyway, so I might have to get rid of this fucking overlay. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. So yeah, Robert Kellaway, same geezer that done the Millie Dowler story. Now here's an interesting point. This Judge Gareth Hawksworth, his name is. Now he says when they throw this case out and I get not guilty, so it should be, you know, you can't do that guilty when you got not guilty. You can't do that, mate, right? You just can't do that. He told the CPS to do a root and branch investigation. Well, the head prosecutor against me at the time in 2003, his name was Hardy. So I'm just wondering if he's got anything to do with John and Claire Hardy. You know. The CPS should have done a root and branch investigation in 2003. If that investigation would have been done, Prince Harry and all these other fuckwits would never have been hacked. It would have started and ended with me in 2003. Probably me, Posh Spice, Beckham, all the kidnap plot. This was all the same people. Remember that? Yeah? It's all the same. It was all the same people. It was all the same people. I left the court without a stain on my character. Mallet didn't file a defamation claim. He fucked off and started working for the other side. Probably on the basis of, don't sue us, Richard. We could really help your career. And they did. Because by the time I've got to him, he's in Gray's Inn Square and also had an office in the Old Bailey. And now he's been thrown under the bus by the Hardys, who Duncan Larkham was paying for stories. Duncan Larkham goes to prison. Richard Mallett gets struck off. 2017. And that's exactly when Puddick takes my computers. Do you think I wasn't meant to find out about Mallett and he took the computers so that I wouldn't know? Because Ian Puddick put Richard Mallett on Andrew Ash's list. And now I turn up outside the phone hacking. So Andrew Ash, he's real, is he? He's real, is he? Yeah, he's fucking real. Don't think so. Why is he still in your paper as a victim? And then you've got Richard Mallett's law firm in your paper, showing that they've been done. What, and you don't ask the obvious question, is this the same Richard Mallett on this Andrew Ash's list who's in our paper? You didn't think to ask that question? No, it's easy. Just go, Brian's mad. We're really worried about his health, actually. Yeah. So yeah, it's, I ain't really got much else to say really. You know, I don't want to keep repeating myself. Today I think I've explained enough. I've tried to ring people, no one's listening. Yeah, just looks like David Sherborne, everyone else just can get away with it all again, innit? Can't tell me Prince Harry don't know. Oh well, karma will get them all. It'll get them. They won't get away with it. Some will end up getting cancer, and I'm telling you, life's fucked like that. When you're blatantly in discourse with life, it comes for you. Sorry. Good luck with that one, everyone. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one, David Sherborne. One day, all your money that you've earned, it won't be able to help you, and you can be very sad about it. Or you can change and do the right thing now. And maybe you can save your soul that way. But what do I know? I'm just talk shit, don't I? No, you take your chances, mate, because I have grasped you up to the International Criminal Court. And if they don't do nothing, then we'll know that place is corrupt as well, won't we? And that can't be trusted. But I'm hanging tight just to see what comes of it. This rucksack. Just get a couple of ring binders in there. Couple of gimbals, couple of phones, power, roll up, stick it on my back, and fucking bring you the evidence. Not today, but soon. When it's worth it, I'll be there, don't worry. I'll turn up, I'll be there. I'll most definitely be there. Why is this fucking screen so big, man? What's going on here? Oh, have I made that? Made it too big. Yeah, they've been doing this to me for years, man. It is wrong, isn't it? It is wrong. It's wrong, man. They won't get away with it. I know they won't. They really won't either. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. When I'm ready, I'll say the obvious. Big shout out to Paul the Man if you're out there, mate. They've jogged him on, haven't they, from outside the BBC. I think they arrested him, and then I'm sure I'll see all his bags like on the floor outside the court and all that. You know, I think he handled himself really well on his last video there where the police were talking to him. He was very calm, and I don't really think you could argue with what he was saying to the copper. He's not done anything wrong. He has been peaceful. He's not there abusing people, and they're taking that and trying to call that harassment, and it's not harassment. I mean, I'm surprised that he managed to keep the tent there and all that, but clearly you're allowed to peacefully protest, and they've jogged him on from now. Yeah, that Paul the Man, the guy I was arguing with, but I went down there and spoke to him and found out that he's actually all right. He's actually a nice geezer. What's going on with my phone here? What is going on here? My picture is locked. Is it locked up? Is that locked up? Paula? Yes, Paula. Yes, Cliff, mate. You all right, mate? Yeah, man. Fucking. If you're down this way, come down here. I know a decent spot. Like you'll actually be all right if you want. You know what I mean? And then I can help you out a bit, you know what I mean? Because you'll only be like a few minutes from me and that. I can always pop down and fucking help you out, you know what I mean? Because really, you know what I mean? You should have some milk, man. You should have some milk. But I think, you know, he's been there. He's been outside the BBC, man, for 7 months. He has been there. And I want him to bring up this Bill Maloney, Andrew Ash anomaly stuff with what's gone on here. You know, I truly want to get to the bottom of it. I do. And I think people like Bill Maloney and Andrew Ash and Chris Fay and John Wedger and anyone that is up, Ian Puddick, they should be brought to account. They should be brought to account. And anything that is going in that direction, I'm supporting that. Even though, you know what I mean, like we had cross wires, he thought I'm part of it and I think he's part of it. But I spent the day with the geezer and honestly, he was all right. And he ain't stupid and he don't talk shit. He's very sensible. I mean, he's telling me not to fucking swear when we're going into, like, you know, little places where he eats and stuff and that. So yeah, man, I can appreciate that. Yes, Cliff, you got, yeah? Okay, all right then. All right, good. Hopefully you've come down to Walthamstow, innit? I hope so. Yeah, if not, I do know a couple of good spots there, man. I used to build camps and shit myself, innit, when I was younger, so I know where there's a couple of good spots. But yeah, as long as you're all right there, man, because I was thinking, fucking, where's the geezer going to go now? Because you've been there so long, you kind of got used to him being there. But yeah, well, I'm glad you're all right, mate. Fucking, must be knackered. You must be fucking knackered. I'm just thinking, like, where can the geezer plot off, set his tent up, set it up securely in the way that he needs to, and then he can fucking, you know what I mean, get a good couple of days of rest. I can fucking jump on a BMX and fucking fly some food down there to him and that and water. He don't have to go with that. And then and build a fucking plan as to, you know, what to do next. I think he should be able to tell his story as well at some point. I know it's sort of it's off the subject a bit, but it's not really, because all of this is part and parcel of the bigger picture and the bigger story. And even Paula Mann fits into it with, you know, what he's saying about Bill Maloney and all the rest of them, and Andrew Ash and Carl Beach and these people at the BBC. Yeah, they did, didn't they? They did rub it in our face. See, we didn't know. If you want to meet, let me know. Yeah, man. Hey, Cliff, you know where I am, man. You know where I am. I don't know where you are, but you know where I am, mate. If you want, come see me, knock on the door, and mate, I'll help you. We'll get a plan together. I'll fucking help you. I said I would, and I meant it. Yeah, definitely. If you're down my way, then it'd be silly not to, wouldn't it? So, yeah, man. I'm about, Cliff, I'm about, mate, yeah? And I promise you, I'll help you. I'll help you. You know what I mean? If you need something, I can help you. I can't if you're up London, but if you're around these sides, mate, you know what I mean? Me and Lee, like, we'll help you, mate. We'll help you. Yeah, dogs are all good. Isla's ear's a lot better. Yeah, a lot better. So I'm just going to let that finish healing. And then I'm going to take her back to the PDSA for them to check it, because whatever's happening, let it continue happening, because it's looking good. So thank you, Hassan. Thank you, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Always see you on here, mate. Brian joint got bigger. Did it? Did he say BMX? I said, yeah, I said BMX. I'm in your bin. Fucking keep the rain off your head. I should have to get a longer bin. I'm in your bin, mate. Philip Schofield. Oh, fucking. I'll show you something, right? I've got something on him. Let me find it and show you. I've got a thing there. I've got something about Schofield there. Just got to find it. Right. All right. So Schofield And what was the other thing? There was another thing. I'm just checking. I ain't missed a message here from Cliff. Yeah, so Cliff, if you're down this way, give me a knock, mate. Give me a knock, yeah. Just give me a knock, and we'll take it from there. And don't worry, I ain't gonna stab you in the neck. That you ain't jumping out my bin, I ain't stabbing no one in the neck. Yeah. No, he's all right, the geezer. I'm telling you. I spoke to him. I come away liking him, so I speak as I find. Schofield is what? Innocent? Would you say? What's that? Oh, no. David Hunt, Schofield is innocent. All right, well, let me show you how you're being scammed right now. Because I've seen enough. And I know a psyop when I see one. Have a look at this picture. Right. Now tell me what you fucking see. Let me just get rid of that bit. Right, I'm going to put the comments on. And I want you to tell me what you fucking see. Please. What do you see? I'm looking at the comments. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Yes! Dr. Victor Fries. Right. So, they've never turned it round for someone in this sort of position before, have they? No. They're going to do something. Because all you got to do is look in the background. All right? See it there? Let me make this bigger. That is what you call subliminal symbolism. Okay? Table legs in the shape of an eye too. I didn't clock that, but yeah. Does that answer your question as to what's going on there? Yeah, they get it in there every time. They do it every time. And you know this. Yeah? Still believe this story is the way that it is? Or is Matthew McGreevy another Virginia Giuffre stroke Andrew Ash? And they're just playing the game the other way now. What do you think? Still believe it? Still believe it? All saying aye. Checkerboard floor. Don't forget this geezer come out the broom cupboard, yeah? In Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, little boys were being abused in the linen cupboard. Yeah? I see two Masons sitting there. Oh, where is it? I'll have to play it now, haven't I? I've got to play it. Of course Elton John's defending him. He's worried about his fucking self, isn't he? Yeah, checkmate. Checkmate. I don't think they can really afford to not turn it around for Philip. Let me pull this in out. Don't pretend that you're straight.
If you're gay, then be gay. Don't pretend that you're straight. You're a dirty politician who fucks kids every day. You're not an authority. I ain't got no respect for you, mate. Take a trip to Comet Peace or have a slice of the gate. They say it's fake news. That's what they're saying it is. Why they're tapping up your phone and they're taking the piss. Fucking up your marriage and not printing the truth. They say they're too fucking powerful. There's nothing you can do. All you're trying to do is take your time and just lie to me. Fake truthers gather round and try to derail the inquiry. CS. If you're gay, then be gay. Don't pretend that you're straight. You're a dirty politician who fucks kids every day. You're not an authority. I ain't got no respect for you, mate. Take a trip to Comet Peace or have a slice of the gate. They say it's fake news. That's what they're saying it is. Why they're tapping up your phone and they're taking the piss. Fucking up your marriage and not printing the truth. They say they're too fucking powerful. There's nothing you can do. All you're trying to do is take your time and just lie to me. Fake truthers gather round and try to derail the inquiry. CSA, Leveson, Hillsborough, what? Grenfell Tower, tenants out of the block. That was the plan from day one, all along, mate. Trying to relax our minds like emerald nitrate. Politicians rally round and some of them have got age. It's held in place as the corrupted media manipulates. There's nothing you can do. You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me. There's nothing you can say. You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me. Who's sitting high, check a wood floor. I see a mason at my door. 360s, Moloch, Baphomet. Go fuck yourself, I've had enough of it. Who's sitting high, check a wood floor. I smell the blood of a Baphomet whore. You fucking handshakes, you fucking pyramids, aprons, you fucking idiots. So what's so special about your fucking society? The fact you fuck kids, and together you hide it? Anxiety, paedophilia in its entirety. I can't believe that this is what I'm finding out now. Calling out the fucking industry a madman. Cause all the times you fucking said I was a bad man. I'm glad I saw the light and fucking got away. Now I'm coming back to fuck you up and stay another Take day. That. There's nothing you can do. You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me. There's nothing you can say. You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me. Who's sitting high, check a wood floor. I see a mason at my door. 360s, Moloch, Baphomet. Go fuck yourself, I've had enough of it. Who's sitting high, check a wood floor. I smell the blood of a Baphomet whore. You fucking handshakes, you fucking pyramids, aprons, you fucking idiots. Who's sitting high, check a wood floor. I see for it. Rewind. If you're gay, then be gay. Don't pretend that you're straight. You're a dirty politician who fucks kids every day. You're not an authority. I ain't got no respect for you, mate. Take a trip to Comet Peace or have a slice of the gate. They say it's fake news. That's what they're saying it is. Why they're tapping up your phone and they're taking the piss. Fucking up your marriage and not printing the truth. They say they're too fucking powerful. There's nothing you can do. All you're trying to do is take your time and just lie to me. Fake truthers gather round and try to derail the inquiry. CSA, Leveson, Hillsborough, what? Grenfell Tower, tenants out of the block. That was the plan from day one, all along, mate. Trying to relax our minds like emerald nitrate. Politicians rally round and some of them have got age. It's held in place as the corrupted media manipulates. There's nothing you can do. You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me. There's nothing you can say. You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me. Who's sitting high, check a wood floor. I see a mason at my door. 360s, Moloch, Baphomet. Go fuck yourself, I've had enough of it. Who's sitting high, check a wood floor. I smell the blood of a Baphomet whore. You fucking handshakes, you fucking pyramids, aprons, you fucking idiots. So what's so special about your fucking society? The fact you fuck kids, and together you hide it? Anxiety, paedophilia in its entirety. I can't believe that this is what I'm finding out now. Calling out the fucking industry a madman. Cause all the times you fucking said I was a bad man, I'm glad I saw the light and fucking got away. Now I'm coming back to fuck you up and stay another
Take
day.
that. There's nothing you can do.
You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me.
There's nothing you can say.
You'll never stop them. No one can stop them. That's what they say to me.
Sitting high, checkerboard floor.
I see a Mason at my door. 3 6s, Moloch, Baphomet. Go fuck yourself, I've had enough of it.
Sitting high, checkerboard floor.
I smell the blood of a Baphomet whore. You fucking handshakes, you fucking pyramids, aprons, you fucking idiots.
Sitting high, checkerboard floor.
I see a Mason at my door. 3 6s, Moloch, Baphomet. Go fuck yourself, I've had enough of it.
Sitting high, checkerboard floor.
I smell the blood of a Baphomet whore. You fucking handshakes, you fucking pyramids, aprons, you fucking idiots. Fucking shit cunts. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you fucking go. I'll tell you what I've got. Let's have a look here on... how well does the browser work? Let's have a look and see. Let's see. And then let's just do this as 1920 by 1080. Control audio via OBS. Okay. Interact. Make full screen. So what I want to do is play an old video here and show you where I've pointed this out before. Let me turn the sound up, yeah? Let's see, I'm getting the sound now.
All these fucking truthers, all fucking wonky, strange, weird people.
Let's go forward a bit. Live again, man, and show you some of this shit properly, clearly on the computer. I've got the Mac Mini. I don't know if you can... Yay! £16 a week.
Oh, it's really nice.
It'll do for now. Look, yeah, I'm not lagging. I'm not lagging. It's good, isn't it? That's what we needed. It is. All right, so well, let's just get this going, and let's get into this. So let's skip. All right, so let's have a look at some checkerboards. Obi-Wan, big up yourself, mate. Alison and Kev James watching, mate. Yeah, so mate, let's get into this. Yeah, let's get into this. So obviously you ain't gonna be able to see me. That's a terrible shame for you. Right, and also I'm trying to work the trackpad for the other computer, and I can't click down on it. So I've set it so that I can double tap, and that acts as a click. But I can't drag the screen thing about. You see my mouse here? I can't just pick this file up here. Hang on, where are we? Up here, and just click down and move it. Can't do it. So what we're gonna have to do is each picture, we're gonna have to do that. And what I want to bring your attention to is that. So I think you already know what I'm gonna say. There's your checkerboard floor, and basically, if they're showing you a checkerboard or there's a 33 involved, this story is theatre. Funny thing about this one is that this is from the Billy Joe Jenkins case, right? And I believe it to be no different to the Dowler case, because once again here, we've got a major mainstream story that we all know. You'll all remember the dad's face when I show him to you in a minute. You will remember. Exactly, Mary Lou. Checkmate. There's the checkerboard once again. Now, let me bring your attention back to the John Wedger story now, which we know is the Baby P story. Now, I am seriously doubting that story as being anything that is even real. I think it's fair to say that not in all of the cases, right, but I do believe that in some of these high profile cases that we all know as the public, we all know these big cases, I honestly believe that a couple of them, they've had us looking for kids that don't exist. And I would say those ones will be the ones you've only seen a picture for. You haven't seen moving video for, home moving video. I think it's fair to say that in this case, I believe this to be real, right? And the Masonic, this is what I'm saying, this is why you know it wasn't like the dad just killed her. She would have been being prostituted like Millie Dowler was. 100%. Right? 100%. And I'm suggesting that these families all know each other as well. I believe Bob Dowler would know people like Sean Jenkins. I believe that. Both Masons. And both putting their hands down in the so pyramid when they're doing TV this is from the Billy talks. Joe Jenkins murder. So I had a look at the house, and here's another funny thing. Years ago, I used to go out with a girl called Emma B, and I met her doors away from this house. This is in Hastings. I used to live there for a little while, didn't I? Well, not the house not the flat that I lived in with her, but the flat that I met her in, her friend Aisha's flat, is doors away from this. Doors away. When they show you the aerial shot, you can see the balcony and the flats, the top one that she used to live on. It's just like, why are these things in my life, like around me or not far from me? Sidney Cook, you know, Millie Dowler, the hacking, and the whole same team of people. It is fascinating, Ray Carter. I'm supposed to do this, that's why. There's something in this, I'm telling you. I'm supposed to fucking do this, that's what it is, Brian.
You know, what you've seen Bill Maloney and Andrew Ash and Ian Puddick and John Wedger and all of these people doing today, in this day and age, this has been going on forever. It's just we didn't have the internet back in the 90s to know any of this. We had no fucking clue. That's why we believe in their stories. But when you have a look at their footage now and you go back over it, oh my God, I'm sorry, but these are not coincidences. And I'm going to take you through some of that, right? So take note there. There's the house. Let me just go back to the picture there. There's the house. Billy Joe Jenkins. I mean, you know, look, we've got checkerboard down here. We've got checkerboard up here. Right? You don't have to show us a copper standing outside the house, really, did you? You know what I mean? This is the house. I mean, look, pyramids up here, up the top here. You know, if you want to go there, that is an abuse house, mate, right? And this checkerboard doorstep business, this is what is interesting me lately. So let's come out of that picture now, and let's go through some of this Masonic shit. So I'm gonna skip through here. There's the same house there from a wider angle, and like I say, to the left of this, I'm pretty sure it was to the left.
It was
maybe 100 yards, few hundred yards up to the left.
Yep.
I was there.
Yep.
All right, here's the back step now, where Billy Joe Jenkins was killed. Now here's the interesting thing. This checkerboard is black and red. So the red here, obviously, this is not just all blood all over the tiles here. This is a black and white checkerboard, a red and black. Sorry, my phone's ringing here at the same time. A black and red checkerboard at the back, and this is where they say that she was killed by the dad or whatever. I don't believe this. He went out so the body could be fucking dumped there or something, you know what I mean? Because this girl would have been prostituted and someone else would have killed her. But obviously there's some, because who's going to do that? Who's going to do it? It don't make no fucking sense.
But you know this is an Illuminati hit job. This girl would have been supplied to a higher up. And the dad there, well, he wasn't a real dad, was he? He was a stepdad. So no doubt he'd been abusing her for years and probably was pimping her out. That's normally how it goes, isn't it? But we get a different story. We get the dad was made a victim and later cleared and all this bollocks. All right, here's Comrade Benefield. This is the geezer who apparently has got nothing to do with the Ashley Park pub. And he's also the Senior Commissioning Officer, Health at Surrey County Council. You know what I mean? You always get these county council people involved. We always hear about it. But anyway, when I went in the pub the other day, the geezer, you know, corrected me on this guy's last name. I said, is there a Benefield geezer in there? No, he goes, no, Benfield. Oh, right, is his name Comrade? Oh, no. Well, he is, because that's him now. Musician, are you, mate? Anyway, that's this was the other one, the Marina Abramovic. Michael Maxwell, Marina Abramovic fathered Lady Gaga. That could well be the case. All right, that's the. I mean, come on, man! 33 seconds from Belfields. That's a that. Come on, the 33's everywhere. It is everywhere. Oh, what we got here? Bob Dahler went out in his car to look for his younger daughter. There was no sign of her. He telephoned the local hospitals without success. At 7:07, he rang Addleston Police Station in Surrey, and pretty quickly, police were at the house. He said, in fact, they arrived just 3 minutes later. At 7:10. Bob, Sally and Gemma are all at home by now, as were Sally's nephews. The officers were allowed in Millie's room, which they described at the time as a normal teenager's room. It was messy and untidy and the bed was... I think Trigger wants to say hello. You want to say hello, Trig? You want to say hello, boy? Trigger. Trigger. Right, boy. Right, boy. He's got something wrong with his back leg now. Look at his back leg. Look, he's not putting his back leg down properly. Trigger, come here, boy. Let's have a look at your back leg. What's going on there with that leg? Go and walk for me. What's going on with that back leg? Is it this one? Let's have a look. Come here. Let's have a look at that back leg. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Is it this one? Is it this one? What's with it? What's the matter with it? Trigger. Who's a good boy? Where's Isla? Where's Isla? Isla? Where's Isla? Where are you, girl? Come show us your hair. Let's have a look. Oh, what you got there? What have you got there? Isla, come here, girl. Trigger. You alright, big boy? You right there, big boy? Big boy. Trigger. You alright, boy? What you got, Isla? We got Del Boy's van. Sorry about that, Lee. She took a fucking liking to it. Lee got me that. It was like a little Del Boy, fucking cuddly toy van and a Del Boy. She took a shine to it, and that Lee come in the other day. Went, what's wrong with Del Boy's face? I said, Isla happened. That's what happened. Yeah, fucking I'm not happy about... Oh, no. I'm not happy about that. Fucking fiver that was, you cunt, you fucking cunt. It's these fucking wankers, yeah? These stupid little fucking cunts riding about on their mopeds and that. You've just picked up a fucking frappuccino, you stupid cunt. You fucking useless cunt. You got a drink in the back, fucking getting thrown about, and you give it to me dripping. You fucking prick. You absolute cunt. Fucking, I best get a fucking refund on that, man. I'm not fucking paying for that. Fuck me, man. It's all over the fucking floor. Oh. Fuck's sake, man. That's what I mean. Fucking sort your life out. Sort your fucking driving out, you cunt. You fucking cunt hole. Fucking idiot, man. Why can't you drive properly? You picked up a fucking coffee, for fuck's sake. Mug. What a cunt. You know what I mean? What a fucking two-bob cunt. That is bollocks. Sorry, but that is bollocks. That is bollocks. Everything happens for a reason. Don't get angry when I tell you these things are sent to test us. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. Brian says cunt the best in the UK. I've won an award. You say cunt the best. It's bollocks, man. Oh, I'm calm. I'm calm. I am calm. I am in control, Kelly. That's bollocks, so. Isn't it? Not bothered. How are you? No, I'm alright. He's bollocks, isn't it? Fucking hell, I can't get a lawyer or a coffee. Cool. I can get abuse though, you know. Fucking got that on tap. Fucking give me more. I wonder what they're going to send next. What are you sending to me next? What's my next diversion, Brian? Have this to worry about. Don't talk about hacking or Sherborne. Oh, by the way, I've got a bit shoot. Just go on there and look for BHTV. You'll recognise the logo. And that video that they was taking down off of YouTube, it's up on there. They can't take it down on there, so get yourself onto BitChute, go and subscribe to my BitChute, and go and share that video that's on there about David Sherborne and him covering up phone tapping, because he is, and he can take videos down all he fucking likes and hide behind all the legalities and all the hair that he wants to and all the suntan cream. Yeah, but you are not getting away this time. All right? I am calm. Yeah, you're not. Okay? The evidence speaks for itself, and it might take a bit longer. It's probably going to take another. I've got another good couple of years of this, didn't I? Yeah, same, just more of the same. I've got another good couple of years of this. It ain't going to happen in 5 minutes, but you know, you didn't know about Bill Maloney and everything else, did you, in the beginning? But you fucking do now. It will be the same for these people. Yeah? Richard Mallett didn't last long, did he? Got thrown under the bus, didn't he? 1 minute he's in the Old Bailey and Grazing Square. Next minute, boom, you're out, mate. You're in the paper. Yeah? So they've thrown him under the bus. None of these people are indispensable. Could happen to David Sherborne as well. And then when that does happen to David Sherborne, Prince Harry will probably come, yeah, I wasn't represented properly, and, you know, he's been done for, you know, then you'd probably want to know. But right now, you're on your fucking own, Brian. You got to do it on your own. I will do it on my own as well, because my evidence says so. Doesn't matter how many fucking people you got behind you with how much money and that. It's like, there's the truth. And it's as simple as that, isn't it? Really? Don't care what car you got. It fucking matter. Don't change my evidence, does it? Because you've got ringlet hair. Don't change my evidence. Another Uber receipt. It's all my fucking life consists of. Blast! Fucking Clarion Housing. I'm suing you all. Yes. Yeah, fucking right and all. Want an update on the kitchen? Show you. Have a look what I haven't got. There you fucking go, look, yeah? Is that acceptable, is it? Is that acceptable? Is it? No kitchen? You know, could you get on with no kitchen? Like, no kitchen, could you? No, don't think you could. No, I can't just go into the kitchen, get a rag, wipe the table, simply, like a normal person. Oh no, I have to go upstairs to the bathroom to get a flannel to come back and wipe the table. Then when I'm done, I have to go upstairs again, you know. And then, you know, it doesn't aggravate my hip. It doesn't aggravate it at all. You know, I've only got a hole in my side. Yeah, can you see that, Dr. Lawrence? See that? Got that? See that? I'll draw some eyes around it. Stick a spliff in it. It's a new character. New character in that. At least he's on my side. Sorry. Very tired. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's proper roll there. What horrible cunt did that? That's off me accident. You know, I'll show you what that is, actually. I can show you. I can show you. Let me just get rid of this. Let me just go on this drive. I can show you exactly what it is and what needs to happen. Because I've got a bloody X-ray, that's why. And I'll show you. Well, go on, Leeds crew. Settling. Oh, fucking, why am I getting a spinny wheel? New housing could be in there. I think it could be here. Aha! There we go. Right, so there's here's when I had my car accident, yeah? So let me just make this smaller. So here's my my first X-ray on the night, and yeah, man, look, got me jeans popped open and all that. Got me pelvis all fucking twisted round there. Yeah, that's what happened. Screen's frozen, is it? Why am I not surprised? Oh, it's back. Do you like that? There you go. That's me pelvis. That's me Elvis pelvis. And then, right, so this one here, it's that. That's what that is. That's what that is there. It's like some cunts banged a fucking nail in me. Yeah? Look. Bosh, fucking have that. And that goes from the back to the front, yeah? From the front to the back. That's where I was at, you know. Yeah? So hang on, let me move this over. And I can give you a... No, that's not the one. What am I doing here? Oh, this fucking mouse won't work properly. So I've got a fucking wet table. Right. So, right. So, that up there on the left, top left, where you can see, looks like someone's banged a nail in. That is where I'm, oh, fuck this camera, how's it go? That way, that's where I'm now getting problems with that. So that, what is screwing from the back to the front, that is that top left, where it look like they've whacked a nail in me. And so that there now is, look, if I do that, that's the head of that pin, look. Look, I pulled that open. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, so look, that's the head of that pin, what you can see there. So that's what's going on. Oh yeah, that's it. That's why is that like that? The fuck? So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what keeps popping and leaking. It's that. And that's what I was trying to tell Dr. Lawrence down the thing. You know, still ain't get sorted out. He's referred me back to the GP now. I missed an appointment the other day. I missed one, I forgot, and then I thought it was tomorrow. And then directly after that, my mate turns up and says, I need you to film this thing. I can't tell you what it is, but he needed me to film. Very, very, very important. You know, maybe life-changing for him. And I had to do it. And I did ring the doctor at 6 o'clock that morning and said, look, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it. Something has come up. And then he's referred me back to the GP round the corner who I don't like. So round and round in circles I go with that. But whatever. But yeah, at some point that bolt's going to have to come out. It's going to have to come out. So yeah, I've got a lot on. I don't take painkillers, nah. A fucking appointment. An appointment for what? Get an appointment with some cunt who don't give a fuck. No, I'm not going. I can't bother no more. Fuck it. Let me rot. Fuck it. I'm going to be 50 soon anyway. It's game over anyway, isn't it? Fucking who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? Who fucking cares? You know what I mean? I just think, like, I'm all right. I'm upright. I can walk. I can, you know, I can do things. It's better than being in a wheelchair. But you never quite get the full of whatever it is you're supposed to get. You know what I mean? Whether it be hacking, whether it be going in the jungle. I was supposed to get 60 grand. Got 48. Where's the other 12? Where's the other 12? Never got it. That's what I'm saying. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. Now, I know there's be some 50s in here, but it's my first time. You know what I mean? It's my first time. I mean, I'm not even there yet. I'm going to be 49, so, like, you know what I mean? I'm coming up to it. I'm got no music. Yeah. Better, innit? Fucking sitting there listening to me breathing. Prozac work at 50, fuck knows. It didn't work in my 30s. Yeah. Oh, well, fuck them. At least look on the bright side, innit? You know, they're going to have to do my kitchen now and compensate me. That's one thing. I've got all my previous sorted out, council tax-wise now, backdated to 2014. So, getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. You lot all know about David Sherborne now. Him being Prince Harry's barrister has really sort of highlighted things, so that's good. I have told the International Criminal Court twice, sent the paperwork over in the format that they'd understand. So no one can tell me that I never sent it, because that's gone a few times. I've told quite a few of the press that no one's picked up on or called me back on. I've rung a couple of lawyers just on the off chance. They don't call you back. I have no powers. I have no powers. No powers over here right now. I'll just be glad to get a kitchen at the minute. Fucking hell. Because I can live for so much cheaper. This Uber Eats is, and then it's frustrating. Your shit will turn up, and they spilt me fucking drink. It was a £5. The drink was a fucking £5, right? But it looked fine. I thought, I've never had one. I'm gonna have one. Fucking look nice. No, you'll have that much. You'll have that much of it. You can taste it for a £5. Ooh, can I please? Can I taste it again for a tenner? So, that's a life's been sent to frustrate me, man. So, fuck it. It's better than being in a wheelchair, so fuck it. It is. And no disrespect if you're in a wheelchair. I mean, for me, I didn't want to be in one. I was a fucking young bloke. Fucking car accident. Fucking getting fucking drugged. You know what I mean? Make me have a car accident. So that's what's happened at the end of the day. And that all goes back to the news of the world. They've tried it a few times. Machete attack. And then getting me to do the video lineup for the people on video, 6 o'clock in the morning, when I told them, don't send them down from Nottingham. I'm in prison. I don't want to do it now. I had no representation, nothing. That was all planned as well. And it wasn't off the CCTV, because the CCTV was there. So that was all covered up and planned. So that's a police hit, to try to kill me. But nah, Brian's mad, don't listen to him. Worried about himself. You evil bastards, man. Could be sitting in the corner now, for like foam coming out of my mouth. So you wouldn't give two fucks. You know what I mean? That's why you have to fight fire with these people. And they don't like it when I turn up. They don't like it. I'm going to be turning up. I did say this. I'm going to start turning up these court cases and these things, yeah? I know, like, some things come out a bit quick sometimes when I'm talking. So I'm trying to get so much information out to you and air what's on my mind that sometimes I jump about a bit. But it's all out and it's all part and parcel. And every now and then you see it all join up and you go, oh, fuck me, yeah, that's why, yeah, that's why. But, that's all right, I can deal with it. I'm experienced now. I know they're going to send me diversions. It's not happening. It's this point all the way now, what I can prove on paper. See all the other stuff, checkerboards and all this stuff. It probably doesn't help when I start going into it, when I've got a real fucking case here that will absolutely smash these cunts to death. It probably doesn't help. So, I don't really want to start mixing, although I do believe in what I'm saying, but I know some people will think it's a bit far-fetched, so I'll get to that later. Let me explain this bit first, and then they'll see where it leads into the other stuff later on. So, I have to try and explain it in a way where I don't give them the tools to say, oh, he's fucking mad, because I'm not, and my paperwork's definitely not mad. It's madness, but the paperwork's not mad. That's, well, it came from Mallet, and he's been done for fraud, so we want the paperwork investigated, we want the claim investigated, we want David Sherborne investigated. You've obviously seen all the paperwork to make a judgment like this. Either that or Mallet's held it back from you, therefore more charges should be booked to Mallet, and the claim should be filed again. And just because it's my only way in through the claims, and once I beat them on the claims, then I've got better grounds when I want to go and do a private criminal prosecution against a lot of them, which would be criminal, no payoffs involved. So yeah, we'll just keep going. Slowly, I'll get there. I am getting there slowly. I did say it would take 10 years. When we get to September 17th, that'll be 10 years since I get Kellaway's statement, and I fucking went off at everyone. I got all the emails that day to prove it. I just lost it with everyone. You know, you just have that day when you speak your mind. That was that day. That was that day. I didn't look back. And yeah, it's a deep one, man. Like, I'd like it to be over, but it ain't gonna be for a long time, and I doubt I'll ever get to the bottom of some of it. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. But yeah, looking forward to a fucking kitchen with no mice in it. That'd be good. And just getting straight, man. Just want to get me life straight over here and get settled. You know what I mean? And I can concentrate fully on what I need. There's so much, man. There's so much that's got to be done. So much to sort out. So much to go over. So many just like little chores and things to get done, but certain things can't get done till other bits get done, so you sat there like this. You know what I mean? Shit stacked in fucking plastic boxes, and this is no life, man. This is no life. This is no life. It really ain't. It's definitely not for everyone. Yeah. But these are the bit like where they make it inconvenient life. They make it inconvenient for you, don't they? You know, I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line the kitchen is fucking attached to someone that knows Puddick, and yeah, make it really hard for him. You know, when's that going to turn round? When we going to, you know, see a bit of the other side? Whatever the fuck, I wouldn't even know what that looks like now. I wouldn't even know what that looks like. So, yeah. I just thought I'd come on and give you an update, innit? And let you know what's happening. It's a bit of a boring day, really. One of them boring nothing days today, where you just sit about and ponder, fucking, right, what's my next move? What can I do to really inconvenience these cunts now and make their fucking life hard? I think the same. I've got a right to. It's not, I mean, it'd just be a problem. It's his bloody problem. It's not that, man. If this was you, you'd be, I don't know how you'd be. It's hard, but somehow I'm able to do it. I'm able to deal with it. You know, just when I get tired and I get like, oh, I can't fucking do this no more. I'm like, ping, what? Oh, I fucking forgot about that. No, people need to know about that. Bosh. Yeah, that's how it goes. So you go in and you go out, but constantly, whether you want to be in or out, you're like that, just going along. And I'll get there when I get there. The evidence says I'm going to get there, so I'm obviously on the long train to there. You know what I mean? I've got to wipe this table. I've got OCD. I'm living in a shithole. It's really hard. And I really need to wipe that table. It's really annoying me. Oh, I really do. Fuck's sake, man. Uber. Right, let's have a quick look at some of your comments. A quick look. Try and find out more about these tunnels. Well, you've got them underneath Buckingham Palace. There is a video up on my channel. Have a look at that. And that was admitted by Prince Andrew's son-in-law. So, yeah, nice one, Lee Cook. I will try and stay positive, mate. You know, one day at a time. Uber. No, I've just told them, I've just took a picture of it. I ain't fucking paying for that. You can fuck off. I ain't paying for that. I didn't pay for that, did I? I didn't like ask for you, can you tip my fucking drink all over the bottom of the bag, you fucking useless cunt. Fucking make me sick, these cunts. And they turn it with a smile, don't they? And I took it with a smile as well, like a cunt. Cunt, mate. I just took his fucking bike. And it gone, you can fuck off now. Go on, fuck off. I'll take your fucking bike. Fucking, that is a piss take. Yeah, that is an absolute piss take. Just having a piss take at me, man. Left, right and centre. Hey, Brian, want a drink? Yeah. Cheers. Oh, of course I still stream, man. I'll be like, yeah, I bloody won. I told you I'd win, bloody. You know what I mean? Got to rub it in. Got to rub it in, like. They're like, well, definitely not paying him now because he's only going to... Anyway, listen, this is a war to the end. It don't matter about your money. It doesn't matter about your money. Fuck your money. I'd fuck the claim off if you want to swap it and go, look, forget all that. Let's just do a private prosecution. Wicked, let's do it. Forget the claim. You know, fucking 20 grand ain't no good to me. Shove it up your cunt. It's no good to me. I can do nothing with that. Ain't life-changing, is it? All I do is do someone else's fucking ass up and that and get a draw and I'll have nothing left. So who gives a fuck? Keep your 20 grand. They ain't going to do nothing for me. Yeah? Times that by fucking million. And then times that by 2. Then, you know what I mean? You might be scratching the surface. But outside that, you can fuck off. I don't give a fuck. You ain't never going to give me the money that I'm supposed to have. So you ain't never going to get an easy ride. And it's as simple as that. Fuck you, innit? All of you. And you threaten me with prison, do what you want. I'll make your life fucking hell. I'm going to, because you've made mine hell. And now, you know, mine's just sort of like, you know, what the fuck did you do with this? You know what I mean? But you want it that way for me, right? So I want it a certain way for you. I'm going to make you suffer for what you've done. Suffer. And all them fucking dead kids reporting the stories and that, using the families, blackmail, bring your paper down. You're scumbags, mate. You're fucking, you are actual fucking scumbags and you need teaching the biggest lesson ever. Especially people like that fucking Neil Wallace. Wolfman, yeah? We're going to fucking see about you, you prick. Yeah? You fucking deteriorated, didn't you, over the last 10 years? Big time. Big time. I'd keep your mouth fucking shut if I were you. You've been persecuted, have ya? I don't fucking think so, Neil Wallace, friend of fucking Ian Puddick, taking a piss out of me in 2015. Fuck you, cunt. Yeah? You gravelly, smelly old man. You ain't on top of your game now. Look at you all bitching and that, having a go at each other. You ain't been persecuted. You're a fucking prick, mate, and you're going to get what is coming to you. Dickhead. Fucking dickhead. Dickhead. Stupid old man. Turned everyone over all through your life and that. Now we got to feel sorry for you. No, you're a prick, mate, and you can see you're full of it. Mug. You're a mug. Mulk hair on now. What the fuck is he now? What's happened to your hair, mulk hair? Just get rid of it, mate, yeah? You're hanging on to for something that just don't want to be with you. Get rid of the hair. Fucking come TV looking all fucking weird shape and that. Looking all dodgy and nervous. Mulk hair, you know, all these people and that you're watching on the telly, and I'm sitting here like, fucking cunt in my ass. I had this cunt in my ass. I had this fucking cunt in my house. Fucking play a bit of it. Fucking Glenn Mulcair. All military, these people. Yeah, all military. Why is the military so concerned in stopping child abuse victims from coming forward? Hmm? Stupid name as well. Mulcair. How do you spell Glenn with 2 N's? Oh, listen to this, yeah? Here's a clip of Glenn Mulcair. I dug this one out the other day. Fuck's sake. Go. Okay. Settings. Okay. Date modified. Where's it today? Today. Okay, Glenn Mulcair. I fucking just had this clip a minute ago. Oh, we are. Oh, is that the full thing? That's the full thing. No, I don't want the full thing. I want the clip that I just cut out. Sections for video. Here's some.
When I found out Malik was against me, I went mad and I put your notes up online.
Yeah.
They tried to do me for contempt of court. Right?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Right, now Justice Voss came up, he tried to do me for contempt of court.
Yeah, because they're packaging.
But now I'm already on Malik, the solicitor that I know is lying to me. I know you're holding back all of the fucking police witness statements.
Yeah, yeah.
All of this stuff, and I'm like, you've been representing me 18 months. Where is it? You sent me a bundle of shit to look through. You've got Fat Chris from your office calling me saying to me, can you find anything that relates to the News of the World or Zorba recalling you? I'm like, yes. You've got it in your office, you cunt. Why don't you fucking send it to me? Right? And it's going quiet, and I'm like, what is going on? He's saying it's wrong.
Yeah, that's not making you feel any better.
No, it ain't.
100 times worse.
No, and Malik knows my condition, right? Now, when I put your notes up, after that, I had a row with him. I went, you better fucking come round. I said, come round on your fucking own. And he come round here, and he sat here, and I said, right, what is fucking going on? Because you ain't playing the fucking straight back. And he's look, Judge Voss wants to incarcerate you. He said it's contempt of court. You put the Mulcair notes up. And I said, right, I'll fucking put the Mulcair notes up. Because I can see what's going on. And you're in on it as well, Richard. Right? And then we're talking to, I've got another guy here who's acting as my Mackenzie friend. And I'm saying to my mate OJ, what do I do here? Because Malik, I can't believe he's done this. He sat here and he's got this thing ready for me to sign. And it's about me making an apology to the court. Right, about I'm sorry I called you a cunt and all the rest of it, right? Yeah. So and I've looked at
feature, though.
I know, but I've looked at OJ and I've gone, what do you think? So I can see I've been put in a position here. It's a case of let Malik take back over the case, because that's what he's here for. Take back over the case and push it through, and then I won't go to prison, basically. And I said to OJ, shall I sign this thing? And he went, yeah, it's right. So I signed it, and I give it to Malik, and I said, Richard, I said, does the judge know that you've taken on an incapacitated person? And he goes, well, no, that's how I'm going to get you out of it. Right? So I'm like,
so he didn't
right.
the claim.
So I didn't go.
That makes sense now. That's why he filed the claim himself and paid for it, even though I'm exempt from costs. But then getting me back out of it in front of everyone in a legal situation in a courtroom, he's going to drop that one. But Malik already knew about that 20 years ago when he was filing an abuse of process argument, said he couldn't take instruction from me. Yeah? Filed my psychological report, so him of anyone would know about mental health, my mental health.
Prison. So I haven't been done for contempt of court, which means that the court have taken on the medical evidence.
Thank you. So the court have accepted the medical evidence.
Yeah.
Which shows my state of mind. Right? And then you call limitation. And it's like...
Limitation, so I can't bring the evidence that I want to bring in from too long ago, but I can only go from when I first found out about it and the claim was bought. But it was done by Malik, who has filed it, put me in a bracket for no more than a 25 grand payout, when I could have gone in, it was supposed to, he told me millions. He told me millions.
What, I can't amend the claim now and bring in the stuff from 2002 that's relevant that Malik's been fucking hiding from me?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's really working for Duncan Larkham and your lot? I said, you think I'm fucking stupid? I said, you're a cunt. I pointed out, what's his name, Short at fucking Linklaters. You're a fucking cunt. Don't think I don't know what's fucking going on. I picked the chair up, looked at it across the room, went, I'm fucking going, OJ. See you later, you're cunts, mate, a lot of you. And I screamed the whole building down from the set. I came out of the court, all the way down the stairs, you're all out there with their clipboards and all that. I said, look at you lot. You're cunts, the lot of you. walking about with your £20 coffees and that. What's actually going on here?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah.
Right? This is all theatre. The whole thing is theatre. And that's what I've noticed. And I think one of the people that's at the centre of it is Tom Watson MP. There's something going on now.
You don't like
right? There's something going on now. He, I think, has got some agreement with Murdoch, right, and obviously government to keep a lid on this, be seen to be doing something about it.
Yeah, okay.
But let's all be seen to be doing something about it. It all looks really fucking sick. Let me get this. Oi Lee, I'm just in the middle of it, mate. Shout me back in half, can ya? Cheers, geez. Bye, mate. Bye. Tom Watson, right? So I go to Parliament because I'm there to see Simon Danchuk really about the stuff that I put together with the child abuse inquiry. So I'm in Portcullis house. I sit down. There's me, my friend Mick, who was helping me film, and my Mackenzie friend OJ. Right? So we're sitting now, and we're in Portcullis house.
I want the Millie Dowler one.
When I found out Malik was against me, I went mad and I put your notes up online.
Yeah.
They tried to do me for contempt of court. Right?
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Right, now Justice Voss came up, he tried to do me for contempt of court.
Yeah, because they're packaging.
But now I'm already on Malik, the solicitor that I know he's lying to me. I know you're holding back all of the fucking police witness statements. All of this stuff, and I'm like, you've been representing me 18 months. Where is it? You sent me a bundle of shit to look through. You've got Fat Chris from your office calling me, saying to me, can you find anything that relates to the News of the World or Zorba recalling you? I'm like, yes, you've got it in your office, you cunt. Why don't you fucking send it to me, right? And it's going quiet, and I'm like, what is going on? He's saying it's wrong.
Yeah, that's not making you feel any better.
No, it ain't.
100 times worse.
No, and Malik knows my condition, right?
I've just played that one. There was a latest one that I dropped down that I'm trying to find. I mean, here's the one again about Millie Dowler.
He had Millie Dowler. He had Millie Dowler's number from the day she went missing up to the 12th or the 10th, up to the 10th until he instructed me. What did he do? What did he do in them days? 2.5 weeks before he gave me a number. What did he do? He was a registered police informant, right? Agent George. All right.
Is that what we called him?
Yeah. All right. Listen. All right.
Oh God. Forgot it was that far. It's the one with Neville Felbeck on it and that. Sorry, I can't play that one because they try and take it down over that. So apologies for that. Mole care notes. Oh God. I want the last clip that I dropped down because that was a new one. Like you've heard a lot of these other ones that I've played, but it was this latest one that I want, and I thought I put it on the desktop already, like to show you. No. What folder? There's so many. God, I've got so many. Screenshot. It's not in new stuff to show, is it? It's not in there. Let's just check it. Oh, this was interesting. Paul McMullen, who was one of the people that admits to the hacking, had this to say about Tom Watson. I was looking through his Twitter the other day, 2013. Tom Watson is a fat puff. It's a bit weird though. How much Jägermeister can a 23-girl drink before you call an ambulance? Strange. I'll just go through some of these files. I mean, even this, right? Like, is a good one. Oh, fuck's sake. Let me cut to another scene here. Where are we? If I cut to here, so you can see here. Oh mate, this I've got to wipe this table down in a minute. It's fucking soaking wet. Thanks to fucking Starbucks, Costa, whatever the fuck. Fuck's sake, man! A fiver to have a clear up. To do. I'm paying a fiver to work, and then just to get a little smidgen of tape was really fucking nice as well. Cunt, fucking bad, fucking paper bags drunk it. It's all over the table. Fuck. Yeah, just look at this file, right? Have a look at this. So you can see here, right, look. Let me open this out a bit. Fucking mouse don't want to work. Like, oh, fuck's sake. Come on. Right. Now if I do that, and zoom it in a bit. Right, so this is a letter between Hardy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And this letter is dated, thank you for your letter, dated 20th of November 2002. This is from Mallets to the prosecutor, R. Hardy, like I told you. And I don't think it's any coincidence that Richard Mallet gets done later on when John and Claire Hardy have him nicked, obviously. And I believe that R. Hardy has got something to do with John and Claire Hardy. I would fucking put money on it. So, dear sirs, Brian Lee Harvey, last hearing, Chelmsford Crown Court, 4th of November 2002. Thank you for your letter, dated 20th of November 2002. This is Mallet. We confirm that we have now received 3 tapes of recordings made by the News of the World. But do not believe that these tapes cover the whole of the transcripts. Mr. Hardy. Got 3 tapes of recordings, compilations, edits, and what you've given us on paper and published, we have no tapes for. What'd you say to that? Hardy, Mallet, Sherborne. What'd you say to that? Happy Father's Day. I made that. A few years ago. I just thought it was funny. It was supposed to be Trigger, because Trigger done it to Bailey, and I was like, oh, that is fucking disgusting. And then I thought, I'll stick it on a card. Ah, here's something I want to show you. Check this out. Check this out. All right. That's the same bloke, is it? That's the same bloke, is it? Don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but that's the same bloke, is it? Is that the same bloke? I think you'll find it ain't. Yeah. So I'd show you that.
When I found out Mallet was against me, I went mad and I put your notes up on.
Yeah, so little update there for you. Little update, a few bits. Prove what I said. Sherborne was my barrister. I've been abandoned because obviously Malik was working for the other side. I started to twig it. Everyone then needs to disconnect their ties to people, not be seen to be a party to it all. And David Sherborne is choosing to just do the ignoring one and leave me chatting outside. Don't bother, come out and whatever. It's going to be your damn fault anyway. Good luck with that. Really good luck with that. Everyone knows about you now. Just because the mainstream media ain't printed it, they'll do it when it all goes tits up. They'll have to, or they'll look like they're in on it as well, even though they all are. You know, you've got the old machine tied up, and that's why you're so confident. I've got to fucking wipe this up now, so I'm going to go. It's fucking annoying me just looking at it. There's just guns right around the bottom of the bag. You're like, fuck's sake. This is my life. Welcome to my life. It's my life. Take it or leave it. There you go, look. That's my life. A wet paper bag that needs cleaning up. That's me. Oh well. This wet paper bag's going now. I've got to clean up. Okay, so you take care. Have a lovely day. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy your fucking kitchens. Yeah. And I'll see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.
All these fucking truthers, all fucking wonky, strange, weird people. Ian Puddy, you're fucking weird. Bill Maloney, you're weird. John Wedger, you're fucking weird. Sean Atwood, you're fucking weird.
Brian Harvey's making videos. This guy's just effing Sean Atwood, effing John Wedger, effing Ian Puddick, effing Bill Maloney. When he started saying I was working for the New World Order, Brian Harvey's
Fucking podcast.
Brian Harvey's
Fucking podcast.
Brian Harvey's
Fucking podcast. Fucking podcasters fucking talking shit.